Yo, what's going on, y'all? I want to thank you if you're tuning in. You're back. I'm your host, Paco. And you're listening to Occupy the Media. Had a little issue with my headphones there. Hopefully you didn't hear it, but we sound like we're back to normal now. Okay, so I want to play. Okay, so we were talking about Maine, and we were talking about Charlie Webster, and, he gave an okay interview. But it's amazing that they're complaining about they need money to raise, and they can't raise no money. So I'm like, well, why not Ron Paul then? Ron Paul raised money like it's nothing. Because we know that when we give him our money, it's going to be used for something. Americans don't mind, putting their money where their mouth is. We don't mind giving it to a cause that we know is going to be is going to do something with our money. But we're tired of being ripped off. We're tired of the taxes, all of that, devalue of our money. And for what? It ain't even going anything positive. I mean, it'd be one thing if you was robbing us and using all the money to help other people in the world. You're not even doing that. You're making it worse. So we're tired of getting ripped off. Now, they're saying that they need help raising money. So might as well get Ron Paul. But they got a convention bill because the Maine convention went on too long. They owe a bill of like $1,200, I think. Anyways, I meant to get this clip, but we ran into the break. Let me see here. About the Maine convention bill they reported on the news. I don't understand. Like, if you cannot raise money, what do you think Mitt Romney's going to do? You think Mitt Romney's going to come in and then people are going to all of a sudden start donating? You all of a sudden going to have volunteers? For some reason, if Ron Paul didn't get the nomination, we're still going to take over the party. Wherever Ron Paul candidates take over, it's more likely that's where it's going to be more exciting and more events going on. More donations. Okay, let's play this clip.
The Maine Republican Party did not run up as high a bill at its convention at the Augusta Civic Center as was first thought. The event was supposed to wrap up at 6 Sunday night, but went a couple hours beyond that. A party official initially said it could cost thousands of dollars in extra expenses, but the Civic Center's director today said the bill will include no more than $300 for overtime for workers who had to stay to the.
Okay, so it looks like they dropped it down. He was saying it was $1,200 or something like that, but now it's down to $300. But they'll probably have a hard time even raising that. Nobody want to give no money to the GOP, man. And Charlie Webster, man, he needs to lose his seat though. I mean, They asked him if he's a Ron Paul supporter. Of course we know he's not. He's part of the establishment. Was involved with some shenanigans going on during the Maine caucus. So we got to kick him to the side, give him that boot. All right, so just a reminder on some headlines that you may have missed earlier, stuff that's out. Let's see what's going on. Ron Paul was on CNN, still giving these whack interviews. Asked the whole interview about Mitt Romney, pretty much. Ron Paul on Cavuto. What else? What else is out? Ron Paul sits down and has breakfast with Ben Bernanke. If you didn't, that's at Washington Journal. If you didn't check that out. I put that up on YouTube already. Let's see. From Ron Paul 2012, Youth for Ron Paul member total exceeds 110,000. Lifelong small government activist. That's over at the campaign website. And, someone was posted this on Daily Paul about their lunch break cop experience. So they're driving to a red light. They stop at a red light, feel like someone's staring at him on the left side. They turn, and it's two cops in a cop car giving him a thumbs up because he had a big, Ron Paul banner, I guess, on his car. So that's awesome. There's still some good cops still out there. Let's see. If you didn't see this, a new poll is out. U.S. opposition to Afghanistan war hits a new high over at antiwar.com. RNC is polling Michigan convention delegates. This is at the Washington Examiner. So they're asking the delegates, who you voting for? Are you voting for Mitt Romney, Ron Paul? I mean, they're doing everything they can. But they're not as organized as us. And they're not, they're not fighting for freedom like we are. So they don't want it as bad as we do. Let's see. Over at Policy Mike, Mitt Romney won the popular vote Tuesday, but Ron Paul will control more delegates in November. Also, another headline at Policy Mike, Romney wins popular vote in North Carolina, but Ron Paul will win the delegates. That's what we do. We win the popular vote, too, but we know they're being tampered with. There ain't this many people coming out voting for Mitt Romney, man. That's a joke. I don't believe that for 1 second. Okay, a new ad is out for Thomas Macy, Ron Paul candidate running. We played that earlier. If you missed it, Doug Weed did a live stream yesterday, speaking to Ron Paul supporters over the internet, and I got that off YouTube. We played that earlier. So basically, he's just trying to let people know that the media is trying to act like we're stealing delegates, as if we're hijacking the system or breaking the rules. And he wants us to make sure we get the message out that we are playing by the rules. We're not breaking any rules at all. And now we're just simply winning them. Just like Charlie Webster said, we won it fair and square. Okay, let's see. Destroyed videos showed U.S. torture victim vomiting and screaming. But the guy, I forgot who it was, said, "Oh, we need to get rid of the evidence. It don't matter. No, you guys don't have to see it. Besides, it's too hard to look at." It's crazy. Don't get in trouble. Nothing at all. Another one. Police admit to drugging Occupy Wall Street protesters. They suspend the program. That's over at InfoWars. U.S. admits killing innocent Afghanistan family in airstrike. A whole family wiped out, y'all. 3 girls, 2 boys, a mother. Gone. But I guess since they're Americans, we shouldn't care. Just keep it moving, right? Let's see. University told to prepare for evacuees during NATO summit. This is also at InfoWars. We're going to play this clip probably after the break. It's crazy. They had this in Los Angeles going on too. Flying over downtown, landing on the top of bank buildings. Let's see. Activist post. U.S. military conducts realistic urban training exercise in Miami. Okay, so yeah, that was out earlier. And I told you guys, Ron Paul, if you haven't heard, will be addressing the Minnesota GOP convention. I think he needs to go to all the conventions. If he can, go to all the conventions, speak to him, because a lot of those people there probably haven't heard him, or not a lot of them, but some of the people there probably haven't heard from him, much from him except what the media tell them. You have to. There's no way you can know that much about Ron Paul in the Republican Party and still be a voter for Mitt Romney. No way. You're only voting for Mitt Romney because you're told that's who you should be voting for. And they try to scare you and say, well, he can't beat he's the best chance to beat Obama. But Ron Paul does better in the polls. He even told CNN that I beat Obama. I do better against Obama. That's right. We do better against Obama. So if that's the biggest scare tactic they want to use, which it is, Obama this, Obama that, like Obama been the only one bombing things, they got to get off of this Obama thing. It's bigger than Obama. Yeah, Obama's a bad president, but we've had a lot of bad presidents. They're all part of the 1%. Anyways, we're going to break. We'll be back. This is Paco, your host.
America is in trouble.
Washington is a disgrace.
Government has become too big. It's overtaxing, overspending.
We need to change direction.
We really need change.
We can't afford to make the same mistakes we've made in the past.
Mitt